Hi, my name is Missy Dreisbach and I work at the University of Akron in the School of Sports Science and Wellness Education. And I'm here to talk to you a little bit about STEM in sport. Yep, it does exist. I know a lot of times you hear STEM and you think of a doctor, someone working in a lab, mathematician, maybe an engineer, mechanical, civil, electrical, something of that. But I want to change your way of thinking right now. Let's think about what STEM in sport would look like. I picture an exercise physiologist or a physical therapist or an athletic trainer. I can see someone working in broadcasting or helping to produce a live game. I see someone who is constructing the arenas, making the equipment, looking at safety issues and things that athletes and players would use. I see someone who's doing stats and watching film and finding patterns within the plays of an opponent. These are all areas that we can find STEM concepts in sport. So I'm going to take you through a little trip today on just some few examples of where you can find STEM in sport. Science. Science is very much a part of sport. One aspect of science that is in sport is biomechanics. Biomechanics is just nothing but the physics of sport, or how physics principles apply to how we move our bodies. One principle that I want to talk about is backspin. Backspin is very important in the sport of basketball, especially in doing the set shot. If we create backspin, we increase our likelihood of the ball falling into the hoop while we're doing our shot. And how do we create that backspin, you ask? That's simple, by using proper body mechanics and making that pretty little gooseneck that hangs right there. That is what helps generate the backspin. Once we generate that backspin, then when we make the shot, more likely to go in. It's always a plus. It should look like this. It went in. Frisbee. Frisbee is another great activity or sport that you can do that shows a lot of different physics components. Think of aerodynamics, lift, drag, and the Bernoulli's principle. Technology. Yes, technology can be found in sport. Just got to open your eyes and think. One easy place to find technology in sport is broadcasting. And technology can be found in the biofeedback devices and equipment that college and pros use, and some of us average folk. Oh, 10,000 steps. Who do you think built this stadium? Engineers. Yes, engineering. Engineering is very much also part of sport. Just got to think about it. Engineering this, making sure that they have the right field for the right type of sport, is very crucial. Engineers did all this. Sport engineers. Not only did sport engineers have a hand in building the arenas and the stadiums that we use for sport, but they also have a hand in the equipment. For example, past golf, modern day golf. Past tennis, modern day tennis. Okay, not only do engineers have a hand in the equipment we use during the sporting events, but also the things that players and athletes put on their bodies, including their helmets, their pads, and other safety things, their uniforms, their pants, their gear, and their shoes. Flip-flops? No. All right, math. Is math found in sport? Yep, you guessed it. Yes, it is. And one of the easiest places to spot math is in statistics, otherwise known as sport analytics. Those people go through, they keep the stats, everything the players do, what they do right, what they do wrong. They keep score, I know. And that's how we can see who are the best players, who are not. But not only player statistics, also team statistics. There are people that analyze other teams doing their plays, and they count how many times they do what play in what area, and then they hand that off to the opponent's coach, who then uses that to strategize to go against that team. So yes, statistics, analytics, for sure. Also, there's geometry, there's trigonometry. You think of trigonometry, angles and arcs. How are, what's the best release angle for a basketball shot or a javelin shot or golf? Like in golf, you need to know what kind of angle you need to hit the ball. One angle will make you go far, while another angle will make you go short. You need to figure that out.
Too long.
Too short. Well, those are just some very few examples of where you can find STEM concepts embedded in sport. What I'm hoping that you take away from this video is that maybe you'll start looking at sport a little bit differently, and you'll start noticing where STEM is in sport. I need to go work on my golf game.